Hi there, it's Gabrielle Nicolay from SpeechKids, and I'm in my car again. This has been happening. I'm seeing more and more delicious little people, and in fact, I just came from one of them, which is why it's 10:25 and not 10 o'clock. But I wanted to talk to you today about what parents ask me about all the time, which is, how can I get my child to talk more? And this is something that all parents want to know. And the common response in the literature and the books that you'll read is, talk to your child all the time about what's going on. Have you heard that before? Tell them as you're washing the dishes, I'm washing the dishes. Tell them as you're changing their diaper, I'm changing your diaper. And it's not bad advice. In fact, it's good advice. But when I have parents who are maybe a little bit concerned that their child isn't talking as much as they should, or a child who already has a diagnosis of a speech and language delay, or just, a child who's quiet and who maybe needs a certain kind of language environment in which to thrive, one of the things I tell parents is, talk less. So the way to get your child to talk more is for you to talk less. What do I mean by this? Basically, sometimes what can happen is that a child can feel overwhelmed, linguistically overwhelmed, not emotionally overwhelmed per se, but linguistically overwhelmed by all of the words that are coming at them from their parent who, is trying to teach them how to talk. And that's a totally understandable response from you, the parent, from us. We want to teach our kids how to talk, and so we feed them a lot of words. And we think it's our job to feed them a lot of words so that they'll get them. Here's the thing. Some kids need the language environment to be a little bit less cluttered, if you will, right? They need a few fewer words in order to know which ones are the most important, which ones should they be focused on saying. So one thing I often have people do is sit back, set a timer for 5 minutes, put away your phone, put away your household chores, put away everything, and just sit and audio describe in 1 or 2 word sentences what your child is doing. This is excruciating. I'm not going to lie. It's really hard. But it's also really rewarding once you get comfortable and good at it. Because here's what happens. When you start audio describing, and let me back up and tell you what I mean by that. You're just going to watch your child play. You're going to sit on the floor with them and watch them do what they do. And so they're going to run around, and they're going to get a toy, and they're going to throw the toy and or play with the toy. And all you're going to do is say what they're doing without trying to lead them, without trying to teach them. You're just going to say what they're doing. You found the puzzle. And actually, I'm breaking my own rule here, right? Because I just said you found the puzzle. And really what you could do is, if you wanted to weed it down even more, is a puzzle. Depending on how old your child is, you're going to use a different amount of words. So 1 to 2 words for a child who is 1 to 2 years old. 3 words for a late talker or a child who is 3, and so on. But by weeding out the words that you use and really focusing on the important ones, you can start to show your child by modeling, by showing them how to use the most important words. So there you go. I hope that's a helpful tip for the next time that you sit down with your toddler and wonder, how can I help them talk better? The answer may in fact be to talk a lot less. So I think what I'm going to do is move, because Thursdays have been so busy, I'm going to move my Thursdays to Friday. But I'll post something about that later. And I will see you all next week on Tuesday. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, to share it, to comment, and if you've got questions, send them along. I love thinking about this stuff. I love talking about this stuff, and I'm happy to help. So if you've got questions that are on your mind, don't hesitate to ask. All right. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.